Bill Perkins isn't your typical personal finance author. He's a hedge fund manager, poker enthusiast, and energy trader, aka a guy who's seen both wealth and the ways people waste it. After years in finance, he started noticing a weird trend. Wealthy people were dying with millions of dollars in the bank, money they never used. He asked himself, what's the point of working so hard, saving so much, only to die with most of it unused? That question became the heart of Die with Zero, a book that flips traditional financial advice on its head. Perkins argues that the goal of money is not to simply save and accumulate endlessly, but to use it at the right times, in the right ways, to live a rich life now. And here's the kicker. The goal isn't to be reckless, it's to be intentional with your money, your time, and your energy, so you don't miss the experiences that make life worth living. Here's a beautiful idea from the book, Memory Dividends. Think of it like this. When you spend money on an experience, say, a backpacking trip through Southeast Asia, that experience keeps paying emotional returns for years. You remember it, you talk about it, it becomes part of your identity. In a way, memories are like compound interest, but for your happiness. So when you choose to invest in experiences, you're not just spending money, you're generating dividends that continue to enrich your life. Now this sounds radical, right? Die with zero. But here's what Perkins means. If you die with a massive bank account, it likely means you underspent on life. You missed opportunities for travel, relationships, personal growth, and joy. His argument isn't that you should blow your money. It's that you should allocate it to meaningful experiences before it's too late. And if you're worried about emergencies or retirement, don't worry. Perkins advocates for planning smartly, just with a different goal in mind. Living fully, not just safely. This is one of my favorite takeaways. Perkins recommends dividing your life into experience buckets by decade. For example, if you want to go skydiving, hike the Alps, or do a solo trip around the world, those are probably best done in your 20s or 30s, not your 70s. Ask yourself, what experiences can I delay and which ones I shouldn't? Every decade has its unique energy and limitations. Don't postpone things that won't be possible or fun later in life. We're conditioned to fear running out of money, and for good reason. But here's what's wild. Studies show that many retirees never spend the money they save. They live frugally, die with large bank accounts, and often regret not doing more. Perkins challenges us. Run a real calculation of what you'll need, plan for it, and then stop hoarding money like it's your only security. Because the real security is in living your life now, not just securing your future. This one really hit me. Instead of leaving your money to your kids or to charity after you die, give it when they can use it most. Think about it. What's more helpful, a $100,000 inheritance at 60 or a $20,000 gift at 25 to help them buy a house or start a business? Give intentionally while you're alive. That way you get to witness the impact of your generosity and help when it matters most. The biggest mindset shift? Stop obsessing over net worth. Start thinking about net fulfillment. What's net fulfillment? It's the sum of all the meaningful, joyful, adventurous, connected, loving experiences you've had in your lifetime. Perkins says that's the real scorecard. Because in the end, it's not about how much you die with, it's about how well you lived. After reading this book, I had a real moment of reflection. I realized I was living with this low-level guilt every time I spent money on something fun or unnecessary. But Die with Zero helped me understand. It's okay to enjoy what I've earned if it adds value to my life. I started doing things differently. I booked a trip I'd been putting off for years. I set aside a small experience fund each month. I even helped a friend with a project financially because I could, and because it felt meaningful. And you know what? I don't regret any of it. Now, to be fair, the book does have critics. Some say it only applies to people with above-average incomes. That's a valid point. But the mindset shift, the philosophy, can be applied at any income level. Whether you earn $2,000 or $20,000 a month, you can still choose to prioritize experiences, plan better, and make decisions based on fulfillment, not fear. So let me ask you, are you saving for life or postponing it? Because if you're like most people, you've probably delayed something special. A trip, a hobby, a big, bold life experience, waiting for the right time. But as this book reminds us, the right time is now, or as close to now as possible. Die with Zero isn't about spending recklessly. It's about spending wisely based on what truly matters to you.